Hi guys, Vince here. As I talked about in my introduction video, I've had the chance to live all over the country. I've lived in Dallas, Fort Worth multiple times. I've lived in Providence, Rhode Island. I've lived in Northern Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. I've lived in rural Pennsylvania. I've lived in Maryland. And I've had the chance to really experience a lot of different things during that journey. When it comes to cooking, one of the things that moving so much has really taught me is how important it is to leverage the ingredients that you have access to. When I lived in New England, I had friends that had family members that were fishermen that would bring the freshest clams. And that was something that as soon as I moved away, I really missed. And when I go to visit those friends, you best believe I get my clams. Now, the same thing applies to all the different areas that I live. I'd be lying if I said I don't miss a Maryland crab from time to time. And I'd be lying if I said that I don't miss a Texas steak from time to time. Each and every place, whether it be a state, country, region, etc., has different ingredients and foods that it's known for, and it's going to do a little bit better than everywhere else. It'll take some time to do so, but I highly recommend that you invest the energy into finding what makes your area different. Taking the amount of time, energy, and dedication to learning your region and learning what you have access to is going to make your dishes so much better. When I lived in Fort Worth, Texas, I didn't stop loving seafood, but I found myself cooking much less seafood. You know why? Because the seafood that I was getting in Texas just wasn't as fresh and good as when I lived in New England. It's just a fact. It's just nothing against Texas. It's just the way that it really works. And vice versa, when I lived in New England, it's not that I couldn't get a good steak, but why would I get a steak when I could get the freshest seafood, a door down? When I lived in Providence, I lived right in the middle of Little Italy. And that was a really awesome experience. I could walk to lots of different Italian markets and get fresh pasta, fresh sauce, fresh meats, fresh seafood. And taking the time to learn what was around me and where it was coming from and what was local allowed me to elevate my dishes to a new level. Whether you live in New England, the West Coast, the East Coast, the Midwest, or anywhere else, maybe even a different country altogether, I couldn't encourage you enough to take the time to learn what's around you. And this doesn't mean just going to the normal supermarket. I'm not saying that you have to buy every ingredient from a specialty butcher or specialty fisherman, but learn what's around you and take the time to go there. There's going to be some that are just not worth it. And then there's also going to be places that that if you're having a special occasion, maybe a special date night or a family member that's coming into town that you haven't seen in a year, that you're going to want to go there and you're going to want to get something special. So I just want to encourage you to think about where you live and what that means for your cooking. And this isn't to discourage anyone from cooking things that they like, even if it's a little bit more difficult. But just like you want to play to your strengths in any regards to cooking or any other skill, you want to play to the strengths of your region. If you found this information valuable, useful, thoughtful, or just enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, give me a comment, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.